Hey y'all, my name is Eric, and welcome to the Common Knowledge Club. Today, we're going to be learning how to set the table. Let's get started. Now, welcome to your casual family dinner, your casual friends dinner, or maybe you're just eating by yourself. This is the commonplace setting you may encounter. Here you have your napkin, your placemat, your just standard fork that you can eat whatever you would like with. You have your knife for anything that may need to be cut. You have your plate here. You can have your salad, your grains, your other vegetables, your meats, whatever you may want. You have your glass of water. Always important to have a glass for water. And if you're having some wine, you have a wine cup, a wine glass right here. If you would like to go a step up, you may have yourself a bread plate with a bread knife. Specifically, this bread knife is used when butter is being passed around the table. And the way you would use it is you would take your bread knife or your butter knife and take some butter from the main source of butter, and then you would put it on your plate, and you would then take it back from your plate and put it on your bread. It may be considered rude to take the butter directly from the whole table setting of butter and put it directly on your bread, especially if you have to go back for more butter, because you may be getting some of your bread in the butter that people want to use for other dishes as well. If you would like to step it up even further, you may have a separate plate for your salad. And if you have a separate plate for your salad, then you're definitely going to have a salad fork. Now the salad fork, as you can see, is going to be smaller than your main fork. And that's just because it's for your smaller portion of food. And the salad itself is just going to be a smaller portion than your main meal. The salad plate is going to be smaller than your main meal plate. It may even be smaller than this, but this plate here works. And as you can see, it's going to rest inside this plate. You're going to serve yourself salad first, eat that, and then move on to the main course. Now, if you are going to take it another step up, you may have yourself a coffee or tea platter here, and this is going to go center up front, and then you can move some of your other glasses to the side. And here you have your dish for coffee or tea. You have your cup. And you have your sugar spoon. Now your sugar spoon, if there's sugar being passed around the table, you're going to just scoop some up and then put it in your coffee or tea. When you go to drink, you're just going to take the whole thing and take the entire cup at once and use the platter for any spillage to collect it so you're not dripping it on yourself or on the table. If you're going to do another step up, you may have yourself a soup bowl, and of course with the soup bowl comes the soup spoon. Now, in addition, you may have yourself a separate meat knife, and I will talk about both of these things here. Your soup bowl here is, of course, for soup. It will be the dish before your salad, and it will come with its own spoon. Once you are done with that, of course, you can have your soup. You can pick it up, just put it off to the side. And this may be if you're doing a couple more courses of a meal, or you're just trying a little bit of everything, depending on what the meal is. If it's a little fancier, you might have some soup. Then you have your salad, then of course your main dish. Additionally, we have a second knife here. Now, this knife, while technically a butter knife, is here to represent another meat knife, and this knife would be used to cut your easier meats, such as chicken and fish, while for thicker meats, you have your serrated knife for steak and pork. And this is going to be your above semi-formal but more fancy dinner setting. And finally, to get really fancy, you're going to have yourself a dessert spoon and a second wine glass. Now, this one specifically is a white wine glass, and it's, as you can see, it's less bulbular than your red wine glass. This one is bigger, more like a bulb, and that's so that the red wine can be aerated. It can get more air in it and more oxygen to the wine after it's poured, and that helps the taste of the wine. Meanwhile, the white wine does not need that, and that's why it's a more vertical, smaller rimmed glass. And those go next to your water glass, of course. And then you have your dessert spoon, and your dessert spoon will be used, of course, for any desserts you may have. It just rests up top there. The dessert platter with the dessert, of course, is not out yet. Oftentimes it's chilled, so it's still in the fridge or freezer. You don't eat it with the rest of your meal. It's going to be the last thing you eat, so you don't even need it out right now. And there you go. This is going to be the most fancy table setting you will most likely have. Maybe you're having a huge dinner party. Maybe you're going out to eat. And even if it doesn't look like it is at the start, as you order more wine, as you order more platters to start with, then this will be essentially how it is in the end.